we knew he liked to get ahead early. He does a really good job of picking up the corners and throws a lot of chase pitches. But I just wanted to go up there and be aggressive and try to jump on that first pitch strike.
And Hunter, on your right.
Hey, how much do you think your foul ball in the third at bat changed how he pitched to you?
I don't know. I hadn't even thought about it. I was just, my approach against him was just get him in the air. It was a good pitch. I think it was in on the black, and it's tough to do anything with that pitch. I got the barrel to it, but just pulled it foul.
We'll stay on the right, Chris. JP.
You had a very long home run in LCS. Coincidentally, it was against Hendricks, who threw you an 88-mile-per-hour fastball today, another 88-mile-per-hour fastball. Is there something about that kind of pitcher, or that pitch, that you are looking for when you step up to the plate?
I think both of those pitches were mistakes, and that's the big thing. You have to get those guys on the middle of the plate. I think if you ask both of those guys, they left those pitches over the middle and they missed their spot.
Other questions back here? Olivia, we'll get you the microphone. 1 sec.
Chris, going into your first at-bat, how confident were you? I mean, did you feel like you were on the verge of something special as you showed?
I didn't overthink it. I was just going up there, trying to get the barrel of the ball, thinking be aggressive, and get ready to hit the first one.
To your right, Chris. Kevin.
Chris, did you think that when you were in Seattle and then you moved over here, did you ever think this day would come? You hit the first pitch home run in the World Series game?
No, I never could have predicted this. The goal coming into this year was to hit for more power and get the ball in the air, but I didn't think it would be this drastic of an improvement.
To your left, Chris, halfway back. Tyler.
Chris, what have you learned from being around Justin Turner? What impresses you about the way he does what he does?
Just the way he goes about his business every day. He's so disciplined in the zone, and he sticks to his plan every at bat. And probably the most impressive thing about him is how good he is in the big situation. He always seems to come through when we need him most.
In the middle, Chris. Allison.
We're talking about your home run, but also you had a very good game, extending with the sixth inning with a walk. I mean, just what does it mean to be contributing on so many different levels?
Yeah, that's kind of been the key to our success as a team. It seems like all of our big innings have come after a couple walks, and we've made the pitcher work, and then we capitalize when he does make a mistake.
On your right, Chris. Ken.
Chris, there's been a number of good players from Virginia the last 10, 20 years. I'm wondering, have you had much contact with David Wright, Kadire, the Uptons, guys like that?
I grew up looking up to those guys. Those were the guys I really followed every day, and they were kind of my role models, being from that same area. And then, I've talked to Ryan Zimmerman a little bit. We both went to University of Virginia. And then just playing against those guys, I try to say hey to them when I'm on base, but we haven't had contact like much being home. But, those guys are kind of ahead of my age gap a little bit.
I think we have 4 more right behind you, Austin. Go ahead.
Hey, Chris. Speaking about just the pitches you saw from Keuchel, how well were you seeing his pitches? It seems like you're locked in, but you're really seeing the ball very well.
Yeah, I feel like I've been seeing the ball really well the whole postseason. And that just goes back to not trying to do too much. I think I struggled that last month of September because I was getting a little big and over swinging a little bit, and almost just settled back into like a 2-strike swing. Still being aggressive and still looking to do damage, but not over swinging, understanding if I get the barrel of the ball, it's going to go.
We'll stay right over here.
Chris, it seems like all season long there's been this philosophy about hitting the ball in the air. Who has been the lead preacher with that, and how has Justin Turner figured into that?
Well, JT preaches it all the time. That's the huge adjustment he made. He obviously the success he's had since he left the Mets coming over, and that's his whole approach, and just shows how much of a difference it can make.
Take 2 more, Chris. JP.
When Clayton was asked about your home run, he said he thought that settled everybody in a little bit. Did it settle you in at all?
Yeah, it always helps to get off to a good start. Takes a little bit of the pressure off and makes it fun when you jump on it like that early and get a lead.
And then were you aware that you flipped your bat?
A little bit. I think it was more just the adrenaline. I wasn't trying to do a bat flip or anything. It just kind of like almost like a fist pump bat flip. I don't know.
And we'll take a last one on the far left, Dave.
Chris, what was it like when Kershaw was on in those early innings? He's whipping through so fast. I mean, is it kind of a blur when you're out there defensively that you're on the field for 9 pitches or so and then you're gone again? I mean, is it just like machine-like when he's going that quick?
Yeah, it's definitely fun to play behind. He's working fast. He's pounding the zone. It keeps you in the game as a defense.